Hello, everybody. I'm Roadblock, and we are on the free-to-play challenge account. So I tried to record this video earlier, and it crashed. That was fun. So I'm re-recording my intro here. Um, I don't have anything to go for the current Soul event right now. I am going to pull shards, although I don't necessarily want the double legendary. I am going to pull shards during the event. And then I did want to mention that on the tournament, I actually won that Classic Arena takedown like I kind of thought we might. And so the reward for that was 6 epic pieces of 5-star, I think that is, Relentless gear, which is a big deal. So let's take a look at what we got. Just new. You'll see I do have quite a few pieces on the account now, as I have been grinding away at stuff. Meh. Not great. Do I have reworks? I'm not going to waste that one on this piece, but I do. Not bad for a support, right? We've got defense percent. Flat stat chest, not great. Attack boots, okay, but not really. I mean, these could have been worse, right? These could have been flat stats, which would be an instant delete. So, I haven't had a chance to take a look at too much of the gear that we've farmed. Let's take a look and see what we've got. So, primary stat. Do we have any crit damage gear? There we go. Wow, they're 4-star. All right, so no crit damage. Do we have any crit? That can't be right. Oh, I'm only filtering just new. Okay. But I did not get any crit rate gloves in what we were doing. Okay. Now, what about, like, attack percent chests? Will just new still show up? Yeah, okay. Not looking all that great. This is a decent piece. I just wish it wasn't 4-star. Alright, a lot of the other stuff that was showing up is now not showing up, but let's look at what 5-star gear I've got right now. That was blue or higher, we'll say. Yeah, I don't think I got as much gear as I kind of thought. This is a decent piece. So the Relentless gear is kind of a bust. This one's not that bad with crit rate and attack percent, so that could be good. This one I don't think is very good. We got some gear. This is actually not bad, right? You see 2 flat sets, but then you see its accuracy and speed. Which if I take my filters off and go look at divine speed, it's the only piece I have in there, but still, that's not that bad because that was what you would want on like a debuffer, right? So there's some value to be had there. So the plan right now, 1000%, we're going for the Blade Master Titan event. We're going to try and get as many points in that as we can, using my energy in that way, which will be doing dungeons, which is great because I need to farm gear right now. Another thing I found, I had a lot more success after the champions got leveled up a little bit higher on stage 16. It's been much more consistent with the changes I made to Hotatsu, and we got him leveled up. We're going to get Hotatsu another item here that is going to be very good on him, and we're going to get to test it out as well. So I'm kind of excited about this. So if we look in the Soul Merchant, we've got Hotatsu's Soul. Now, previously, I would not have bought this soul. I talked about in depth not going for Othel's soul, for example. But I'm about to get without needing to spend 20 resources, I'm about to get at least a 1-star Rathalos soul. I feel very confident that I can get at least a 1-star soul. So that means that I have the chance now to awaken Hatatsu. But the question becomes then, well, what mastery am I going to go with for Hatatsu? So it's important to note that Hatatsu, while on a 4-turn cooldown, brings increased defense and continuous heal. Well, there's a really interesting blessing right now that, as far as I'm aware, is pretty dang good, which is Faultless Defense. Whenever an enemy attacks an ally under an increased defense buff placed by this champion, he places increased defense on everybody. They take reflect damage. 3% of damage is reflected. That's pretty good, especially for clan boss. So Hotatsu gets a lot of power from this faultless defense. What else would I really go? Maybe commanding presence. I don't think that's enough. The extra defense, 2.5% extra defense. I don't know that that's enough. Maybe emergency heal. So when the shield from, like, because I don't think he's using a shield ring. Yeah. So maybe when the shield from Miscreated falls off, he'd get healed for 3% of his HP. Not great. Crushing Rend is only for a period of time. Incinerates for PvP. Yeah, this isn't that great because he has this mechanic built in. Kind of. Lethal Dose is PvP. Cruelty we have at a 1-star blessing on Miscreated Monster. No reason to get duplicate of Cruelty. Iron Will decreases receives according to the number of debuffs on them. We don't get that many debuffs. And then increases damage according to the number of buffs on them. We will have a lot of buffs, but I don't know that that's really going to be it. So I think the answer is Faultless Defense. I really like that damage reflected, and obviously we gain HP regardless. But yeah, I think that's a pretty decent little bit. I mean, it's not much, but it'll help. So I'm not going to complain about it. We're going to try it. Now, with that being a thing, I do kind of want to try and get Hatatsu up his... as much as I want to wait until Clan v Clan, I really need some power level out of Hatatsu. So we're going to try and book this. Didn't get it there. Didn't get it there. That's again the A1. Last chance. Yes! All right. So that's going to give us way more power out of Hatatsu. Let's test it. So I think I have a key. I don't have a key, so I can't test it. Okay. Well, I'll give you guys an update tomorrow. So right now, I'm doing 2 key hard, 1 key normal, and then I am putting... Usually I'm putting a key into brutal. I won't... Yeah, I'm putting a key into brutal. I'm not doing enough to get a chest, though. But rather than do easy, which doesn't make any sense, I'm at least gauging where I'm at. Okay, I'm at 4 million. We're getting close to a chest. We need a little bit of extra damage, a little bit of extra survivability. Hotatsu getting leveled up will potentially help with that. We're also going to have increased defense up more often. And even because we landed a bunch of books in the A1, so we're even going to have an extra % chance of landing the leech as well. So now we have a 50% chance of landing the leech, which is pretty decent, provided that we're affinity friendly. So, yeah, that's not so bad. There's a part, maybe, so there's a part of me wondering for the event, because I was going to pull these ancients, but there's a part of me wondering, so if you use player and play and you don't already know this, there is a calendar. And on that calendar, it'll show you kind of the events. So anything that has Blade Master points will be the events. So these are going to be turn attack tournaments. Sand Devil, Spider, Dragon, Ice Golem in that order. or sorry, not Sand Devil. Fire. The Fire Knight one is right here. If I go this way, it lines it up. For whatever reason, it makes it go down here. But Classic Arena, Champion Training Event. This one is a chance to get Nergigante. We are high enough to get Nergigante. If we could, that would be amazing. I highly doubt we will. There are a lot of people playing free-to-play accounts right now that will probably be able to beat me going for Nergigante. I don't even know if I'd be able to put up the minimum points in a champion training right now. So who knows? We'll see what happens on Thursday when that gets started. And then we've got Artifact here, and then the Dungeon Divers that's currently going, but I'm going to wait and do the Fire Knight. And I don't really know that I can do Fire Knight. What's this one? Is this another Dungeon Divers? Yeah, so here's another Dungeon Divers here. So, either way, I do need to be participating. So, maybe I do Fire Knight. I don't know what kind of points I'll need to put up on Fire Knight. A turn attack is definitely not a great option for me. Maybe I wait a little bit, and during the champion training, I try to maybe get a 5-star Armiger to push me a little bit further in Fire Knight. I just don't know how I kind of want to approach that, but I doubt if we go back to that calendar, there is a summon rush down here for those points, but I doubt the small number of shards I have will make a difference. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull them. Maybe we get a decent epic. Getting the legendaries would actually kind of suck. I mean, they're chickens, so I can't complain that much, but it would be kind of like, oh, I get it here and not on the other account. Turns out to be a irrelevant point because I didn't get anything, just some more food, but, you know, so far I've been pulling shards every time that I've had a chance, and I don't think saving for that summon rush is quite worth it. So, all right. I think that's everything that I wanted to cover on the account. I wanted to pull those. There's nothing to pull in here right now, and we're just back on the grind. So what am I going to do with my energy over tonight? The Dungeon Divers start is going right now. So while I'm not double dipping, I'm gonna do Dragon with that just to try and farm more gear. Maybe I do Spider. It's kind of an interesting shift. Dragon does give me... Yeah, I think I'll do Spider. I mean, it's so hard to decide. Dragon gives me more flexibility when it comes to gearing champions, right? So if I can get pieces like HP percent, in fact, I did get some, right? HP percent piece, chest. Did I get any 5-star pieces? No. But if I can get more pieces like this, Rathalos is super powerful because of that. Would a banner make a difference? Absolutely it would. But is it worth the chances of getting a Banner Lord's banner is what, 1 in 17? Or sorry, 1 in 15 that I get a Banner Lord's piece, right? And then a 1 in 3 chance that it's a banner. So it's just the odds of getting what I want are lower. Where getting an HP percent chest is kind of possible. Just double checking in here if there's anything worthwhile, because I do kind of need to start crafting some of that forging some of that gear. That I guess I can wait a little bit and try and get some extra Clan v Clan points with it, maybe. So I will go that route. So we're getting closer and closer to when I need to be able to do Clan Boss. And the champion training tournament, I'm going to be spending a lot of resources during that tournament. I'm not necessarily going for Nergigante, but I'm going to be spending a lot of resources because it's a chance to double dip, and I need to get Hitatsu to 6 stars. I'm probably going... Time is running out, and I'm probably going to waste some... I'm probably gonna use some of these epics as food. I don't know how I feel about Frozen Banshee. I just don't see her making the cut right now. She'll make it later, but she could... She's got math. Yeah, no, I won't get rid of her. So I'm excited for that champion training because I'll be able to go through and get a lot leveled up during that time. And then the login rewards, I think towards the end of the event, I'll get this extra 500 energy and be able to pop that. So hopefully that will kind of get me what I need in that tournament. Again, I don't think I'm going to win the tournament by any stretch, but it is important to double dip and use my energy. I'll probably use quite a few gems during that. I'll also use some other areas like the clan shop and things like that. To get... Well, right now I don't have any energy in here, so I mean, obviously I don't have any clan gold either yet, but so probably won't be doing all of that much in the tournament, but I'm going to use what energy I do have and what stores I do have to try and double dip and get Hitatsu potentially to a 6 star. I got to be careful. I don't want to go through too many gems because I don't want to miss out on opportunity to do Minotaur. But I do think I'll grind up quite a few of these. Did I... Okay, I just want to make sure I used her in Faction Guardians. And I don't... Yeah, I don't think I have any duplicate epics. Okay. So I'll probably use these epics. They're decent epics, I feel like. Maybe even Giscard. We got weaken, decreased speed, and an AoE hit. Block buffs. Increase the duration of buffs. With a big shield. And decreasing enemy buffs. Like, that's not bad. Like, this isn't like a terrible champion by any stretch, but the time for me to build a champion like this, I don't have. I mean, we're like a month and a half into this thing, and the clan boss deadline is coming up quick, and I want to have a whole team of 6 stars. They may not be super well geared, but I want to have at least a team of 6 stars to put in some work. So I've got to get grinding on that. We'll see what the Faultless Defense does for Hitatsu, and I'm going to get to work on everybody else. I may put some gear onto Neldor and sub him in for Selenia to get some extra multi-hitting for Fire Knight. So I'm going to keep him I think even Kanagashi might get the boot. I just don't think I have the time left to fuss about with what ifs and maybes down the line. I need to buckle down and go for power now to get this clan boss team rolling, because that's I'm going to be directly contributing to my team in points by having a really good clan boss team if I can get this team up and running. And as far as everybody in my group, I kind of had the best roster, but I'm behind in terms of levels and such. So that's a bit of a problem. But all right, I am going to call that a video. I will give you guys an update on how well the Clan Boss team performed in tomorrow's episode. And then Thursday, I'm going to be getting to work on all these events, trying to grind out as much points as I can to get Rathalos his souls, and hopefully we'll be able to put together a pretty decent clan boss team going into this event coming up. So thank you guys. And by event, I'm talking about the challenge. It's an event through Hell Hades thing. So it's not an in-game event. Thank you guys so much for all the support, though. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a subscribe. I am getting oh so close to 1,000 subscribers. And when I hit that, it does really give a big boost to the channel and help me out. So I would appreciate it if you're able to and would like to, maybe see my content a little more, or just support a small-time content creator. I do appreciate it. So thank you guys so much for all of the support and the views and everything that you guys do. The comments have been huge. They've really changed the course of this account. So I appreciate it all. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all in the next video.